Welcome back to another edition of Second Take. I'm Oliver Christie.
This is Deacon Wessel.
Blake Winter.
Drake Higgins.
And hopping right into it, the college football early playoff poll has been released. Top 12 teams with the new college football playoff format, with Oregon being the number one seed, guys.
They're in the first college
It is
football
pretty
playoff.
crazy.
Oregon, they should be the number one team. They had a big win against Ohio State, I believe, this year. Oregon will probably win out if they don't, but if they don't, they would probably still make the playoff. Dylan Gabriel back there in the pocket is just too lethal.
I mean, I'd agree. They're just dominant in this whole thing. I mean, they're really only contenders are, I think, Georgia, maybe Miami too.
Yeah, and honestly, Boise State's been looking really good with Ashton Jaunty. BYU still undefeated. Indiana's undefeated. So I'm really not ruling out anyone. But those top 12 teams, if you get a chance, all these teams need is a chance, and they can make some magic happen. But college basketball got started recently. KU, K-State, both off to 1-0 starts. KU's ranked number 19 in the country. They got an 87-57 win over Howard the other day.
I think they definitely have potential to make it farther than they have previous years.
Yeah, KU, big win against Howard. Didn't really expect anything less. The Champions Classic on Tuesday, but they have to run through North Carolina on Friday first, which will be a tough matchup with a top 10 team, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, and K-State was actually looking really good too. Big win over New Orleans, 89-65. They really seem to be connecting. New team, basically a whole new team from last year. Same with the same 3 years, but I think Tank can bring him far.
Yeah, it was a big game from David Gasson, too. 21 points, 15 rebounds. Missouri lost their first game, 83-75 to Memphis, with 16 points from Anthony Robinson the second. And in the NFL, we've got a bunch of trades going on. Trade deadline was the other day. 3 really caught my eye, guys. That was Mike Williams to the Steelers, Marshawn Lattimore to the Commanders, and Zadarius Smith to the Lions.
Yeah, I saw the Tre'Davious White trade. It's interesting as, he was so good with the Bills, I thought. He was really good all those years, had a couple Pro Bowls, I believe. And now he's going to the Ravens, which maybe he can kind of revive his career a little bit. And Marshawn Lattimore also stood out to me as the Commanders, building off their great season so far. And I think Marshawn Lattimore is a really good ad for them.
I'd agree. I think Marshawn Lattimore was probably my biggest pick from all those trades. I think he can really benefit on that defense and help them win out.
Yeah, Lattimore, a good veteran addition to a young core with Ben St. Juste and Emmanuel Forbes. And then Zadarius Smith to Lions, kind of replacing Aiden Hutchinson since he's been out for the year with a torn ACL, I believe. Lions defense just trying to step it up. They're trying to get the number one spot in the NFC, make a Super Bowl. And switching over to the NBA, guys, Joel Embiid, who is going to be hurt for most of the season, is now suspended for a couple games.
Joel Embiid, KU guy, he was great there, but I thought he was kind of soft, and, his character has not been the greatest since he's gone into the NBA, shoving media guys, but a few of his teammates actually did back him up on the situation, so I'd love to see that support from the teammates.
Yeah, it's just a casual thing coming out of KU to have this type of behavior, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I back him in this spot, too. What was said was that a reporter asked him if his dead brother would be proud of him for skipping games due to overwork. And when Embiid got mad, he pushed him, and now he's been suspended 3 games. So honestly, I don't think Embiid's too much in the wrong. I would be upset if someone insulted my dead brother. But you can't really push someone. Embiid's out for a couple games. But I don't think it hurts Philadelphia too much, considering he's not going to be playing much this year either way.
Yeah, I'm backing him too. That's just kind of messed up by the reporter. Embiid is a very key piece for the Sixers right now, MVP caliber kind of guy. So it is a big loss, but he hasn't even played a game so far. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, would be a big loss for the Sixers. But that's really all we got for today for you guys. We got some NFL and NBA news coming at you guys. For the Raven Network, this has been Oliver Christie,
Deacon Wessel.
Blake Winter.
Drake Higgins.
Raven Nation, let's
Fly.
fly.